We welcome you to Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. This is the gold medal game from World Lacrosse Super Sixes here on LSN. The rubber match between Canada and the Haudenosaunee here in sixes. Both teams won a game in the round-robin format this weekend, and so the third game will determine who is the champion of the Super Sixes event, the inaugural event hosted by Lacrosse Canada. Travis Eldridge back with you here for the final game of this three-day event, and we should be in for a great one. If you saw the game between these two yesterday, it was terrific. A 9-8 dramatic win by the Haudenosaunee over the host country. We'll see if Canada has something in store for the Haudenosaunee this time around after the Canadians easily beat the Haudenosaunee back on Friday 23-4. However, the Haudenosaunee seemed to have figured out something defensively here yesterday as they won both games they played yesterday. And they're back in that packed-in defense here. However, Canada strikes first. It's Delana Williams with their first. Canada 3-1 in round-robin play. The only loss was to the Haudenosaunee yesterday. Haudenosaunee finishing 2-2 as they lost their final round-robin game to England just earlier this morning at 10 a.m. as Cameron Halsall comes up with the first stop for Canada. She's been terrific throughout this tournament, 46 saves overall. She's got her first save of the day here today. Paige Crandall has been equally as good in cage for the Haudenosaunee, and she's got her first stop. Crandall with 53 saves in round-robin action. Passed ahead here to J.D. Burns. Haudenosaunee in those purple uniforms. White pennies for Canada. Sean-Lee Wallace, who's been the leading scorer for Canada throughout this tournament, brings it across midfield. 10 goals overall. Her and Erica Evans have been two of the primary goal scorers. This is Evans with it now. Evans with 9 goals in the first 4 games. This is Megan Kinna. She's been another important piece of this roster for Canada as her pass can't get through, but it comes back to her in the stick. Loose ball, it's a shot clock violation. Only 30 seconds on the shot clock here in sixes. Obviously a smaller field as Kinna causes the turnover, then has it taken away. Nice defensive play by Bean Minner to get it back. Paisley Cook, number 2 in purple, gives it up to Tristan Burns. Now coming on, Avery Doran, 8 goals in this tournament. She has been absolutely terrific. Avery Doran scoring the game winner yesterday as time expired against Canada in the 9-8 win, but here she's double teamed. Loose ball, Doran still fighting for it. Haudenosaunee gets it back, however, shot clock didn't reset, and it's a violation for the Haudenosaunee. Annabelle Child on for Canada, number 26 in white. As is Bianca Chevery. She flips for Child. No room in the defense to get through. Packed in, and a save by Crandall. Alex Matsuoka, her first shot.
Oh yeah, Paige!
Crandall picking up where she left off yesterday. Over 20 saves in the win over Canada. Callison Foreman splits a couple of defenders, but can't keep possession. Ball loose and picked up. Here comes Chevery. 3-on-1, but Crandall is up to the challenge. Nice save. Already 3 saves for Crandall. Tamia Bomberry backs in. Stripped away. That's a great defensive play by Evans, and she ends up with the ground ball. Erica Evans navigating through traffic. Evans, of course, starting her collegiate career. Canisius was an All-American there before spending her final year at the University of Maryland with the Terps. Helped Maryland win a national championship in her 1 year with them.
Good D, purple!
Just past the midway point of this first quarter, still 1-0 Canada. 8-minute running time quarters. Game goes quick. Arabella Lazor as the ball gets down to Minard, and she strikes first for the Haudenosaunee. Game tied at 1. Terrific ball movement. This Haudenosaunee team really feels like it has grown so much over the course of just a couple of days. Completely different team they've played like here in the last two than they did on Friday night when Canada ran away with a 23-4 win. Aisley Cook picking up the assist on that Bean Minard goal as Annabelle Child strips it away. Caused turnover, but Crandall with the save. Point blank, Crandall, another stop. Already 4 saves, but it's intercepted at midfield. Another opportunity for Canada. Breakaway, another save by Crandall. She matched stick for stick with Zoe Kruger. 2 brilliant opportunities for Canada. They can't cash in. Erica Evans, another ball down on the turf. And a whistle on the loose ball will give it to Canada. Evans, such a terrific two-way player. How many caused turnovers we've seen from her this weekend. She sets things up on offense. And she goes low for the score. Got to change levels. That has been one of the main teaching points throughout this tournament. As these goalies are just too good, whether it's been Halsall. You saw a terrific performance from Emily Chandler in goal for England over the course of the weekend, and Paige Crandall as well. If you don't change levels, these goalies going to eat up shots all day. Megan Kinna, high to high, another stop by Crandall. Paisley Cook thought about going in transition instead, tries to turn back, but turns it over. Flipped ahead. 2-on-1 for Canada. Pass, shot wide. Briar Hogue gave it up. They can't capitalize though. Deanna Bomberry brings it over midfield for Haudenosaunee. Once again, trailing by 1. Final minute of this first quarter. Cooper all the way around the top. Gets a shot off. Halsall with the stop. Deflected and kept out. Haudenosaunee just trying to bat that thing into the goal, but couldn't get it past Halsall. Evans gets back inside. This time Crandall stops her shot. Resets the shot clock.
Gotta help the goalie, purple.
And we have a timeout called with 19 seconds to go in this first quarter. Canada wants to talk things over. We check in with their head coach, Sean Williams. Getting ready for his first season as the head coach of the NLL's new expansion team, the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. Obviously, trying to draw something up. They had an opportunity at the end of the game yesterday against the Haudenosaunee, where they had the first possession in that final minute. After Haudenosaunee tied it, Canada a chance to take the lead with about 30 seconds left. But they got nothing, turned it over about 15 seconds remaining, and Haudenosaunee took advantage. Avery Doran, the game winner, essentially as time expired in yesterday's game. We will see if Canada can execute better here at the end of this quarter. 19 seconds left, a 1-goal advantage. Shot clock should not be an issue because they just got a reset, so they can essentially hold for 1 here. Kinna, and they were looking for the cutter around the edge. But Wallace couldn't corral it. And that will bring us to the end of the first. So Canada now able to execute again at the end of the quarter. However, the Canadians lead 2-1 after one here in Oshawa, Ontario. You're watching World Lacrosse Super Sixes on LSN. Start of the second quarter, the gold medal game from the World Lacrosse Super Sixes event here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Travis Eldridge back with you on LSN. Haudenosaunee starting with the ball here to start the second, trailing by 1. Two goals from Canada so far. Erica Evans, Delana Williams, Speed Minard, the lone goal for Haudenosaunee. As we got about 10 seconds before we are back and ready to play. Paige Crandall, you missed that first quarter. Terrific in goal for Haudenosaunee again. 7 saves already. Stopped a couple of point-blank shots. I mean, Canada could have been easily up 4 or 5-1 after one. Instead, it's a 1-goal game. And this is the recipe that Haudenosaunee used yesterday to beat the Canadians. That first pass, a little errant, but Haudenosaunee keeps it. Around the outside, kept out by Halsall. She stops the shot from Callison Foreman. Third save for Halsall so far. 2-on-1 for Canada. Gives it up, and the bouncer goes. Shawnlee Wallace, her first goal today, leading the Canadians in goals now with 11 in the tournament. Wallace getting ready for final season of college lacrosse at UAlbany, as that was deflected off a Canadian player. And it'll stay with Haudenosaunee.
Number 22, Shawnlee Wallace. Assist number 16, Briar Hogg.
Shawnlee Wallace scoring 6 goals back on Friday against Haudenosaunee. That's the biggest offensive output we've seen from any player in this tournament. Shot clock violation. Strong defensive effort from Canada again. Back-to-back good possessions for them. The key for Haudenosaunee, though, they were able to get back defensively. Pack in this kind of matchup zone type of defense they've been putting out there. Kidda tries to beat it inside. Crandall matches the sticks and makes the stop. 8 saves now for Crandall. All the way ahead. It comes all the way to the stick of Halsall. Such a great athlete, even outside the crease, Halsall. And it leads to a goal at the other end. Milana Zizakovic, native of Calgary, scores, but back come the Haudenosaunee. Tamia Bomberry's got her first. First goal of the quarter for Haudenosaunee. End-to-end action, Canada bouncer. Wallace, she's got 2. Flurry of goals makes it 5-2 Canada. Wallace, strong defending, and she picks up the ground ball.
Goals for Team Canada, number 8, Milana Zizakovic, unassisted. For Team Haudenosaunee, number 1, Timia.
It can happen that fast. We had 3 goals in a span of about a minute after we only had 3 combined goals in the entire first quarter. Long range shot is wide. I got a piece of a Haudenosaunee player, so it's backed up here for Canada. They keep possession. Haudenosaunee trying to come up with a stop here. Stop the run for Canada. Matsuoka saved by Crandall. Bomberry head up, looking for an outlet. Dangerous pass, it's picked off. Chevery draws the foul, and now we will get the penalty. Her goggles came off, and we will get our first woman up situation of the day. Chevery looks to be hobbled as she took a tumble there in front of the crease, and so she will come off. Bianca Chevry playing collegiately at Syracuse. She's helped over to the bench. Maybe she'll be checked out by the Canadian trainer. As it's a woman up for Canada, 5-on-4. Up by 3 for the first time today.
Haudenosaunee penalties number 12, Irving Duran.
Evans, Wallace here at the top. Evans trying to pick out a pass. Wallace steps into one. Crandall with the save.
Oh yeah, Dave!
Looking for somebody to get it to, and just got to send it deep. Able to complete the pass. Deanna Bomberry. Excuse me, it was Bean Minard who's passed too tall for Tamia Bomberry. Haudenosaunee was just trying to kill off maybe a little bit of time in that penalty. As we are now back to even strength. Penalty released. Back to 5-on-5. Strong take there by Skylar MacArthur. We got a delayed penalty coming. And now we will get the second penalty of this quarter. Canada will go woman up again. And we've got a timeout called with 3:26 to go in the first half. And that one flurry of goals, a couple of goals for Canada in that spurt, a goal for Haudenosaunee, but otherwise, this game has been played at a pretty deliberate pace, and the defenses have certainly had an advantage. Let's see what Sean Williams draws up this time. Canada executing out of timeouts has been tough, and not a surprise, too, when you think about this team just getting together for the weekend, not a lot of practice time, just kind of figuring things out on the fly. We've seen all three of these teams, you include England, certainly get better over the course of the weekend. Not only are you getting used to playing with maybe some new players that you don't normally play with, but also for some of these players playing sixes for some of the first times in their careers. 3 players for Canada were part of the World Games team that won gold earlier this summer in Birmingham, Alabama, taking home the first ever World Games gold medal in sixes. Now the Canadians, the reigning gold medalists, looking to keep that mantle here in the Super Sixes event. Skip pass. Great ball movement, and Evans has it end up deflecting in. I think they'll credit Evans with the goal, though I'm not sure how much she helped that get in there. Whatever it takes, huh? And now a caused turnover. End to end, Crandall helps keep it out. Delana Williams caused the turnover.
Number 11, Erica Evans. Assist number 15, Delana Williams.
Williams, the daughter of head coach Sean Williams, obviously her brother, also well known in the lacrosse community. Dyson Williams, star at Duke, as we're back to even strength here, penalty released. Williams looking for more. She's got a goal today. Instead, it's Evans with a bouncer, and she's got a hat trick in the first half. Haudenosaunee could use a goal here, now trailing by 5.
Team Canada goal, scrubber number 11, Erica Evans.
Avery Doran on number 12 for Haudenosaunee. She has been their leading scorer. 8 goals in the tournament coming in, still looking for her first in this game. Saved by Housall. On Porter, who's trying to bounce it past. Turnover at midfield. Here's Doran. Flips. And that one's off the pipe. Unlucky. Paisley Cook trying to pick up the ground ball. Instead, it's Kinna.
10 seconds.
Time winding down here in the first half. Alex Matsuoka. Sweeping
Last minute
across.
play this quarter, last minute.
Williams, long range shot, it goes. Delana Williams showing the range. Under a minute to go in the first half, she makes it 8-2. Second goal of the day for Williams. Trying to answer there was Foreman, and her shot's wide.
Number 15, Delana Williams.
Delana Williams playing at Pittsburgh. Last year as a freshman, scored 7 goals, had 10 points. Playing for another Canadian national team player, head coach Emily Boissonneau. Evans looking for another. Instead, it's Crandall. Spoiling what would have been the 4th goal for Evans. All the way ahead. Picked up at the back end by MacArthur. Canada make it one more chance. They go in a hurry. And the shot saved. And it brings us to the end of the first half. So Canada putting it on Haudenosaunee here early. A flurry of goals in this second quarter, and they lead by 6 at the half. 8-2, Canada in the lead here in this gold medal game from World Lacrosse's Super Sixes event. Earlier in this event, these two teams matching up, a terrific game yesterday. And why don't we relive that here at halftime? Here's a look at some of those highlights. We are back here, start of the second half from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, the gold medal game of this World Lacrosse Super Sixes event. Canada up by 6, starts with possession here in the third quarter. Travis Eldridge back with you on LSN. Great move by Evans, but a save by Crandall. Number 13 of this game for goalie Paige Crandall. Trying to keep Haudenosaunee in it. Bomberry. Now Doran on the wing. Dodges past a couple of defenders, feeds Cooper on the crease. She's got it collected in the corner. 3 seconds left on that shot clock. Gotta hurry. Shot off in time, but Halsall makes the save. Save number 5 so far for the Stony Brook keeper. It was a 2-1 game after the first quarter. Canada really pouring it on in the second. A 6-1 quarter as Annabelle Child bounces it off Crandall. Another save by Paige. Child playing collegiately at Harvard. Trying to duck under there was Wallace. Loose ball scooped up by Matsuoka. Ball's loose again, pushed ahead here by the Haudenosaunee. Doran lost her stick. And they'll pull that back, a loose ball foul. It'll just give the possession to Haudenosaunee. Paisley Cook, little pitch and catch with Bomberry. Loses it. Opportunity here for Canada. Kruger finally trying to pick up this ground ball. There she does. Minard all up in her grill. Nice takeaway. Minard with a great check. One of the 2 goals so far today being Minard. We got looked like a foul around midfield as our officials, I think, are going to get together here. It's Haudenosaunee ball. Don't see a penalty being called yet. A couple of minutes into this third quarter. And so it's put back into play by Minard. Still 5-on-5. But Haudenosaunee get the possession. Tristan Burns defended tightly. Canada really pressing out, causing all sorts of issues. And Halsall makes the stop on the backside. Quick outlet ahead. Erica Evans, breakaway. Bouncer goes. 4 goals today for Erica Evans. Cooper, legal screen is going the other way. Quick restart here. Wallace trying to push ahead for Williams, but she loses it over the sideline. You get a foul, especially toward the top of the offensive set. You got to be ready to go back quickly defensively, because an opponent can turn a defensive possession into offense very quickly. Doran draws all sorts of eyes. She skips it over. Halsall with a stop. Vaughn Porter trying to step down with the low shot. Now 7 saves for Cameron Halsall. (9-2) Canada lead here in the third, midway point. Matsuoka feeds down. Child off the post. Resets the shot clock. It's kept in here on the near side by Zizakovic. Child, little 2-woman game there on the side with Matsuoka. Matsuoka couldn't get it to go. And it's flipped out of trouble here for the Haudenosaunee. Got to get it across midfield, and they do. Lazort, no, they went over and back. Once you get that ball over the midfield line, can't go back into your own defensive end. Got to keep an eye on where you are on the field. Skylar MacArthur here on the near side. Now Evans, already 4 goals. Ducks under it and make it 5. A 5 spot for Erica Evans. 10-2 Canada. Showing you why they are the reigning gold medalists in this discipline. Almost a beautiful takeaway. Cooper's there to pick up the ground ball. Minard flips. Twister shot. That's one for the highlight reels. Man, that was pretty. I believe that was JD Burns. Also a soccer player at Onondaga Community College. Her first goal today. Terrific athlete. Child. Tried to feed it down there for Chevery. Good to see her back in after she was banged up in that first half, so she's back out on the field. Haudenosaunee needs some goals. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. They trail by 7. Did see them go on a 7-1 run in the fourth quarter against England yesterday to come from behind for a win. So you can score 6-7 goals in a quarter. I could use some momentum here. That one pushed wide. Good idea by Burns, just couldn't shovel it in. It's Tristan Burns, sister of JD. Canada sets it up on offense. Wallace, now Evans. Down low, Zizakovic has another. The second for the Towson Tiger. Had a heck of a freshman season at Towson. Zizakovic did last year. 21 goals, 29 points. Not only part of the CAA All-Rookie team, but also a second-team All-CAA performer as Haudenosaunee gets another. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. 11-4 game.
Team Canada goals, scorer number 8, Milana Zizakovic. Assist number 11, Eric Evans.
Nice move, but a stop.
Scorer number 14, Mirabella Lazor. Assist number 13, Vaughn Porter.
Lazor getting credit for that last goal for the Haudenosaunee is. We have a timeout being called. Looks like it, with 22 seconds to go in the quarter. Haudenosaunee coach Cam Bomberry trying to see if he can help get some momentum back for the Haudenosaunee. This game a little bit closer to what we saw the first time these two teams matched up as opposed to what we saw yesterday. Canada winning that first matchup Friday night 23-4, and then Haudenosaunee coming back to win 9-8 yesterday. This is the third time these two teams have played over the course of this weekend. And as we have a minute here, just how awesome has this event been? 3 great teams, England included with these two. Tons of lacrosse. We've gotten a lot of fast-paced action. You can see why World Lacrosse is optimistic about getting this version of the sport into the Olympics. It is fast-moving. Games are about an hour long. Not a lot of dead time. It is exciting. Fans in the stands have had a great time throughout the weekend. Woman up for Haudenosaunee, but they can't take advantage because they turned it over. 2-on-2 break. Child runs by everybody, but Crandall makes the save. Haudenosaunee numbers the other way. Time winding down on the quarter. Shot is stopped. And that is how the third quarter will end. So Canada had a lead at the half. They continue to hold on to that 11-4 your score. And they will take that lead into the final quarter here. The gold medal game of the World Lacrosse Super Sixes event. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in a minute here on LSN. Final quarter of this gold medal game, the World Lacrosse Super Sixes event, the inaugural Super Sixes event hosted by Lacrosse Canada. And it's going to come to a conclusion here in about 8 minutes. Canada with the 11-4 lead, the reigning World Games gold medalists looking to take gold in their own tournament here. Travis Eldridge back with you on LSN as we're about set to go to start this fourth quarter. Samia Bomberry, number 1 in purple for the Haudenosaunee to trigger it in to start the quarter. Alternating possessions to start each quarter and half is what we've been using here in this Super Sixes event. Coin flip to figure out who gets it first, and then just alternating possession. Doran ducks under, but can't get through the defense. And then a whistle, and it looks like we're going to have another foul this time. It's on Canada again. So we're going to have Haudenosaunee. The other penalty just released, so it's 5-on-4. Not for a second, we might have 5-on-3 lacrosse for a minute. Instead, it's still woman up for Haudenosaunee. Doran and Bomberry here at the top, joined by Porter. Vaughn Porter's got a long-range shot. Lazor tries to go behind the back, saved by Halsall. Save number 9 for Cameron Halsall today. Canada will hold on to it, trying to kill off a little bit more of this penalties. There's still a player down. All the way around, Evans couldn't squeeze it in. That was a heck of an effort. That was going to be something pretty. Lazor floats it across, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chevry. Bianca Chevry turning on the Jets. Crandall with a save. It kicks out to a Canada player. Right place, right time, Skylar MacArthur. And Canada's still playing. Now we're back to even strength finally. They're playing 4-on-5 and still doing all right. Kinna through all sorts of purple jerseys, and she gets the fadeaway shot to go. First goal of the game for Kinna. And a pair of goals in each of the 2 wins for Canada on Friday. Only scored 1 goal yesterday, and she's got 1 here so far today, native of British Columbia. And on top of that, Canada's going woman up. So they lead by 8, And they've got an offensive possession here, up a player. Wallace. Great feed inside to Erica Evans. It's a 6-pack of goals for Erica Evans here in this gold medal game. Lottie Gill brings it across midfield. Haudenosaunee playing still down a player. Goals do not release penalties. If you haven't watched any of our Sixers action throughout this weekend, penalties are all full-time served. Haudenosaunee, despite giving up a goal, still has to kill off the rest of this penalty. It's intercepted. Quickly ahead, Shawnlee Wallace, all by herself. Can she beat Crandall? Yes. It's a hat trick for Shawnlee Wallace. She has been terrific. Part of the silver medal winning U19 team for Canada as Kenna takes it away. Great anticipation. Breakaway. Fakes and can't get it by. Crandall with another save. But Kenna tracks it down and she'll keep the possession with a fresh 30-second shot clock. 10-goal lead for Canada. This gold medal game, they have really shown their dominance. Mia Bomberry comes across midfield. Doran back on. Back to even strength here. Fourth quarter action. Just wide for Bomberry on that pass. Win in this one would make Canada 4-1 on the weekend. Give them the gold medal. Great look. Stopped inside. Paige Crandall continues to do her part. Some impressive saves still. They have a delayed penalty coming as Avery Doran was hounded. So whenever Canada gets possession, we will have the penalty call. Ball still loose on that far side. Cooper tries to keep it alive, and now we'll get the penalty. Past the midway point of this fourth quarter with 3:46 to go. Haudenosaunee will go player up. See if they can get something going here. It's not going 4 goals. Have not scored in the fourth quarter yet. Wallace going to the box, 30-second hold. Doran looking inside, floats it across, too high for Bomberry. It's so interesting to watch Sixes, and we figured this out throughout this tournament. Sometimes you can't try to do too much because it's tight. There are tight windows to pass. You got to be really sharp with your stick work. And as soon as you start pressing and doing too much, it can get really sloppy really quickly. But when it is working and it looks easy, it is just fluid and efficient. So much fun to watch. Great catch. That shot well wide. Tough catch, tough shot on the run by Paisley Cook. Turned back over to Canada. Alex Matsuoka having a tight walk. That sideline keeps it in. Annabelle Child. Top of the box and kick save by Crandall. Another stop. She's approaching 20 saves today. Great dodge and score. How about that individual effort? Makes it 15-4, about 2 minutes to play. Bomberry gets out of trouble. Oh, they had it. MacArthur, the goal for Canada on that last one. That kept out by Halsall. Actually never got a piece of it, shot just wide. That goal for MacArthur, Skylar's first today. Evans, of course, leading the way, 6 goals. Sean Lee Wallace with a hat trick. This is Wallace on the wing. Gets past a couple of defenders, and it's kept out by Crandall. Another save. 21 saves now for Paige Crandall. And Evans keeps it alive, and because it hit the goalie, it resets the shot clock to 30. Delayed penalty coming. Evans has it stopped. Another save by Crandall, but another possession for Canada. Crandall trying to do everything she can to keep Canada at bay. As we're down to a minute to play. Here we still have a delayed penalty coming. Wallace slices through. Crandall keeps it out again. And now we'll get the penalty. And if it is a minute penalty, that will be Haudenosaunee is a player down for the rest of this game. Evans has it, and she will have some patience with it. Haudenosaunee have to pressure out. A little bit of keep away here for Canada. Takes the shot clock down. Wallace. Evans slices through. Williams shot high. And that turns it over. Bomberry a little shaken up as she hobbles over toward the bench. Haudenosaunee turned it over. 17 seconds to go. Quickly ahead for Canada. Williams, how about one more? Delana Williams with a hat trick. And that should help seal off a win. They're going to keep on playing, though. Another turnover and another goal. Sean Lee Wallace with her 4th. And that will put the finishing touches on a gold medal winning performance for Canada. Time winding down. Another save there by Halsall. Basically, Cook just has to touch this up. They wind the clock. Canada, the gold medal winners. The inaugural event hosted by Lacrosse Canada, and the host team will take home the gold medal. 17-4 your final. Canada wins their inaugural event, the World Lacrosse Super Sixes event. They bounce back after a heck of an effort by the Haudenosaunee yesterday to knock them off 9-8. They respond by winning 17-4 here in the 3rd time these two teams have matched up this weekend, and they will be your gold medal winners. Erica Evans leading the way today, 6 goals to finish the tournament with 15 of them. Sean Lee Wallace finishes the tournament with 14, including 4 today. Delana Williams a hat trick as well. Cameron Halsall, double-digit saves once again, and it was really a team effort by this Canadian roster. We mentioned some of the key names here. Annabelle Child had a terrific tournament, including 3 goals. And the first matchup with the Haudenosaunee on Friday. So much fun to watch this tournament throughout. And it's Canada, the winners. Gold medal here in the World Lacrosse Super Sixes, the first event hosted by Lacrosse Canada. We're going to hand out some Player of the Game awards and some hardware here, so we'll stick around. Great sportsmanship shown throughout this weekend. It's been so much fun to see all these players from different countries have a chance to celebrate this game we love so much. See, I can imagine Canada is probably Erica Evans, if I had to guess, Player of the Game. Well-deserved, Paige Crandall honored as the Player of the Game for the Haudenosaunee. 20-plus saves again. And no surprise there, Erica Evans honored for Canada. 6 goals, ends up leading the team in goals throughout this tournament. And we will hang out as they announce all the players on Team Canada.
15, Delaney Williams. 16, Briar Hogg. 18, Skylar MacArthur. 19, Zoe Kruger. Number 21, Bianca Chevery. Number 22, Shawnee Wallace.
Shawnee Wallace, another great game.
Number 26, Annabelle Child.
Child getting ready for another year at Harvard. Matsuoka, player at Oregon. And Cameron Halsaw, what a tournament for her, the goalie. And that will put a cap on what was a really fun weekend. We thank you so much for spending part of your weekend with us here on LSN. Thanks to World Lacrosse for putting on a terrific event. Your final score here in the gold medal game once again. Canada, your champs, 17-4. They're the winners. For our entire crew, I'm Travis Eldred saying so long from Canada. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you very much. That concludes this weekend's event. I wish you all a safe trip home. Be well.